Oh, look at that for some bloody graphics. It's been a while. It's been too long. How are you? You good? Should we have a chat? No, let's not have a chat. It's boring. Won't lie to you. Been pretty fucking stuck for ideas recently. I mean, that's obvious, isn't it? We're doing a tier list. A little while ago, I did a tier list of YouTubers I've met, put them into different tiers. You know how a tier list works. It's okay for view. So today, I thought we'd do it with traditional celebrities. This video is, of course, sponsored by Stereo. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. Let's move on. I'll tell you a bit more about Stereo in a little while. Tierlist.com. Surely it can't be that. I've got 5 tiers, the best being Hero. Hero's pretty self-explanatory, innit? If you're up there, you're the GOAT. Well, you're not the GOAT because there's going to be numerous. It's going to be a bunch of. I'm a shepherd. Do shepherds have goats? Sheep herd. Sheep, innit? Just below Hero, we're going to have Top Class, which, come to think of it, is pretty top class just underneath. It's not the top, it's there. I don't give a shit. Then in the middle we've got decent, just decent. Second from bottom we've got meh. Just meh. And then right at the bottom of the pile, the reason that you guys probably clicked on this video, we have the category, oh piss off mate. Just a bunch of people, you just want to piss off mate. Okay, we're going to start this off with ex-England goalkeeping legend, David Seaman. I interviewed Big Dave in the back of a taxi once for a brand campaign, and he was a lovely, lovely man. No beef with Dave, love him to bit. I've met him once. I'll tell you what, we're going to go straight in with decent. David Seaman, you're indecent mate. Ironically, not the only time I've been in the back of a taxi covered in Seaman. Okay, next up, we're going to go with Ed Sheeran. If you can throw your mind back about 12 years to my last main channel upload, you'll know that I mentioned that I met Ed Sheeran. Stop fucking going on about it, Jack. And I think we played Connect 4? We might not have done. There was Connect 4 there in the room, and do you know what? He was another decent lad, just decent. He's probably the nicest man in the world, but I spent about 20 minutes with him, so I can't go hero. Ed, you're indecent. Imagine if he gave a shit, do you know what I mean? All the stuff he's achieved, but he's gone, oh, JaackMate's put me in decent. Right, we're cancelling the 4th album. Okay, we'll take a little break there to tell you about today's sponsors, Stereo. I know you've heard of them because they sponsor every single YouTuber in the world. But there's a reason why every single YouTuber in the world is pretty much on Stereo, and that's because it's a brilliant app. For the very few of you that don't know what Stereo is a free to download broadcasting app, and me and Fee have been on there numerous times talking shite. Really? Is this a good ad? Fee doesn't come on the podcast or anything like that anymore because she's a bit shy, but she's really into Stereo because it is only an audio-based thing. There's no, listen to this.
Connor says, would you ever dye your beard, and what colour would you dye it?
You dye your beard, and once you got, I think a darker shade than you usually do, and I came home and I took one look at you and I was like, he's dyed his eyebrows. He has dyed his eyebrows. I questioned it with you. I was like, what have you done? You've dyed your eyebrows, haven't you? You flat out denied it. And then you said, some dye might have accidentally got on them.
I was embarrassed.
So yeah, please don't dye your eyebrows again, Jack.
It's Fiona's only social media, so I would appreciate it if you could follow her and follow me. I'll put both of our links down below. Download Stereo today and get involved in the conversation. You can send in voice notes and that, and we can play it, and usually I guess what I'm trying to say is you can mug me off to my ears. Literally. And our next show is going to be on Wednesday the 31st of March. So put it in your diaries. Stereo. Links in the description. See you there. Okay, next up, and not the last Hollywood actor on this list. Someone's doing alright. Got holes in my jeans. Not the last Hollywood actor on this list is Mark Wahlberg. I interviewed him as part of a press junket for TED 2. Do you know what? He's going in meh. I'm going to put Mark Wahlberg in meh. I was very nervous, right? Should not qualified for the job. Probably my fault, not his. And on this particular day, each of us had 6 minutes with Mark Wahlberg. You have 30 seconds to say hello, 5 minutes for the interview, 30 seconds to say goodbye. Done. So I've walked in, had 30 seconds, and I've gone, Mark, nice to meet you, my name's Jack. Today we're going to have a little bit of fun, we're going to take the piss out of each other. And he just looked me dead in the eye and said, well, I always reserve that right anyway. Okay, this is my first time, Mark. The cameras are on, action, we're rolling. I put my hand out, I say, Mark Wahlberg, nice to meet you. And he just didn't lean forward. So I'm there with my hand out. This is pre-COVID times, obviously. So I'm there with my hand out and this smile on my face, thinking, please, Mark, just shake my fucking hand because I'm shitting myself. And I think he did in the end, but it was just he's going in meh.
That's about, yeah, we shook hands already.
Oh yeah, I know, but it wasn't on camera, was it? Next up, and this was a very, very fleeting interaction, let me tell you. I mean, it's a stretch that I'm putting him on a list of celebrities I've met. To be honest. One of the other people that was there to interview Mark Wahlberg happened to be Freddie Flintoff. And he wasn't showing any nerves, of course. Why would he? He's Freddie Flintoff. He's been around the block. He's had a few Wahlbergs in his time, if you know what I mean. I don't know what I mean. So, how will you? So Freddie is the next person in to interview Mark Wahlberg. I'm very aware that he's got 6 minutes, so I thought, I'll hang about. I'll see how it went. After about 3 minutes, he's come out. 3 minutes? Oh, that's weird. Why did I get 6 but he only got 3? And so as he's come out, I've gone, Freddie, how did that go? And it was fucking brilliant. He just looked at me and went, fuck it, he's a fucking knobhead, mate. And just walked off. There's me trying to squeeze every second I can get with Mark Wahlberg, and Flint, I was like, nah, knobhead, see ya. That was a top class move. He's going in top class. Next up, we have Carlton Cole. All the West Ham fans out there will have a soft spot for Coley in their heads and in their heads. I've got a soft spot for you in my head. He's just so lovely. He's so funny. Tell you what, he's going to be the first person that I'm putting into hero, if only for this moment. It's an official shoot, camera crew, producer, all that lot. And they say to us, all right, lads, keep it clean. 3, 2, 1, you're on. And then in the first few minutes, Carlton throws this out.
Jack, no socks. David, very Larry yellow socks.
I've got ankle socks on.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, they're hidden underneath. Yeah, maybe you'll see them later if you play your cards right. Never know. Jamie, they're nice.
You do have a foot fetish though, don't you?
Who?
I love that no one reacts, except I'm just cracking up. What? You've mentioned foot fetish in the first 2 minutes on a football show. To this day, I don't even know who he was talking to, because it isn't me. Now that sounds like it is me. It's not me. I'm into way worse shit. But next up, we've got Hector Bellerin. He's a top class boy. He's going straight in top class, if only for his accent. He's obviously lived in London for a long time, because he's played for Arsenal for a fair few years now, but he is originally from Spain. He's got like some London manners, so he says, you know, a lot. So, you know? No, not like that, that's Italian. He'll say like, yeah, I support Arsenal, you know. Now, I know he is Spanish, but to me, he just sounds like a Londoner trying to put on a bit of a Spanish twang to try and impress some ladies at a bar. Going in top class, Bellerin, mate.
He describes me as the slow Hector Bellerin.
That's weird, you know, because I get a lot that I'm the fast Jack D.
Next up, we've got... we've got Machine Gun Kelly. Now, I'm not going to go over the story again because I've told it until I'm fucking blue in the... I've told it so many times. And it just makes me seem bitter, and I'm not bitter, yeah? I still listen to his music. I just think that he's a complete f***ing cunt. He's going in, oh, piss off, mate. From one very obvious side of the scale to the other, we've got Ricky Gervais, who... he's going in hero. Easy. Next up, we've got Amanda Seyfried. Amanda Seyfried. No, it's Seyfried. We've got Amanda Seyfried, who's a brilliant actress. She's been in Les Miserables. Definitely not that, is it? I've heard that said before, and it's not that. Mean Girls, Dear John, Mamma Mia, loads of stuff. She's brilliant. I had to interview her. I was very new to the game, very wet behind the ears, and I asked her this.
Can I see your minge? Do you know what? I thought that was just something I read on Reddit.
Come on. Come on. Cringing now. It's been 6 years, I'm still cringing. If anyone doesn't know, she's got a tattoo of the word minge on her foot, so I thought it'd be funny to say, can I see your minge? So, I'm not a good person now, and I was way worse then. I thought it was original, I thought it was going to be funny. Everyone asked her that. Leona Lewis. Let's whack her in there. I can tell you now, Leona Lewis is going straight in decent. Fun fact for you, Leona Lewis was the first celebrity I ever interviewed. And when I said fun fact, I meant fact. No one heard that and went, they get the party poppers, that's so fun. Kazoo. Kazoo. I'm 28 now. My idea of fun is a fucking kazoo. We'll do Micah Richards, a breath of fresh air. Isn't he? I love him, I love him. He's going in top class. He's going in top class. Hopefully one day we're going to get him on the pod, and then I'll tell you what, we'll promote him after that to hero, because there's no way Micah Richards, just do my research really. There's no way Micah Richards is not a hero. Very stylish man as well. It's got to be. I'll move on because it's getting weird. Next up, we'll go for Liam Payne. I wish I could go, he's a knobhead. So I'll put him down at the bottom because I used to slag One Direction off, like I did with everyone. But he's just a delight. I'm going to put him in top class. I'm getting soft in my old age. Again, just a nice guy. Just let me have it, all right? Get over it. I'm a directioner now. I'm not a director, I'm a Payner. I'm a Liam Payne fan until another one comes on the pod, and then I'll probably completely change my opinion and become a fan of them as well. Next up, we've got Steven Gerrard. I would put him in piss off, mate, but I'm actually going to move him up to meh. And no, it's not because of the FA Cup final, right? I don't hold grudges, do I, Machine Gun Kelly? I'm putting him in meh. So I was at a shoot, I had to interview him, and I had to interview Frank Lampard. Frank was just an absolute delight. And then Stevie G wasn't. This is petty. This is petty. As I'm going up to interview him, I can literally see him going, He just did not want to be there, and he might have had a busy day. Do you know what I mean? He might have had to do 100 of them interviews, so I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, and I'm just going to put him in meh, because my experience with him was meh. Next up, we'll do another footballer. We'll do Ben Foster, one of the easiest on the list. He's going straight up in that hero box, let me tell you. Recently I had Ben on the podcast, and I say this a lot. I say, oh, this person's the nicest person in the world. He might be. I've not considered everyone in the world, but he's probably top 3, and that's a lot of people. That's millions. Oh, on the day, actually, he turned up and the cameras weren't working. So for 45 minutes, I was like, had to have this small talk in the studio. But the thing is, it wasn't even small talk. With most guests, it would be. I'd be going, so, what's your go-to meal? And that's not small. We actually say that on the podcast. That's the content. That is depressing. But anyway, I had 45 minutes of just going, sorry about this, Ben. Technical difficulty. And he could not have been nicer. There we go. He's going straight up in hero. He's probably the perfect man. Bit obsessed with ketchup. Is that enough to put him in meh? Okay, the last football-related one, we'll do Chris Camara. I don't know, Jeff, has it? That's shit. And I'm editing that in. Chris Camara, you're up there with the best of them, sir. Love you to bits. You are going in hero.
We're off to Fratton Park, where there's been a red card, but for who, Chris Camara? Sending off. I must have missed that, Jeff.
Next up, we've got the Love Island cast. Now, obviously, I haven't met every single member of every Love Island series ever. I know it's a very dodgy thing to group a small percentage of people and then define them all by one kind of stereotype. In many respects, that's called prejudice, and that's not something we promote here on the channel. But when it comes to Love Island, I do. I don't. They're not bad people, right? But the very select few I've met, idiots. They're fucking idiots. I was at this Just Eat event in like Box Park or something. I can't remember, somewhere in London. I was sat on a table waiting for my mates to get back, and then out of nowhere I heard this loud bang. It was one of the scariest moments of my life. I'm not exaggerating this. And I've just woken up. I was on the floor. I weren't on the floor. I was on like, my head was pressed against the bench like this. And what had happened was an advertising board had fallen, smacked me on the head, cut all my head open there, had blood coming down my nose, and I'm all in a daze. And I'm like, Jesus, have I got concussion? Like, I don't know what's going on. That wasn't fixed on properly. I could have sued them. Don't know why I didn't, to be honest. There was a Love Island person there. Forget her name. And she turned to me, and I'd just been given these chips I was trying to eat. Not the best time, I already feel sick. She said, oh, can I just have those chips for a moment? So I just hand the chip. She gets the chips, takes an Instagram selfie like that, and just hands them back to me. I'm bleeding from my head this whole time. I look like fucking Joker. I've just almost died, mate. And you're too worried about the fucking gram. So for that reason, and that reason only, Love Island cast are going in, oh, piss off, mate. To be honest, it was just one person. That's enough for me. There we go, that was JaackMaate rating 20 celebrities. Maybe 21 if you were really lucky. No one's watched this far. I could say literally anything now because no one's watched to this part of the video. I shag kumquats. No one's watching it. No one will ever see this. I drink milk directly from a meerkat's teat. It's freeing, to be honest. It's freeing. If there is, by any chance, somebody still here watching this video, then remember I am on stereo. You can follow both me and Fee in the links down below. If you could please give this video a thumbs up. If anything, just to show me you got this far. And just to show me who the sad ones are. Please drop me a little comment and give me some video ideas, because as you see, I am scraping the barrel. And please consider hitting that subscribe button so you're notified in 12 weeks' time when I upload my next video. I've been JaackMaate. Oh, there was one more. There was two more. There was two more. Super Vet was in there, and he's going to Hero. I met him at Reading Festival. He was smashed off his face. He was just the funniest guy ever. Not only does he do brilliant work, he also does brilliant play. And then the other one that I almost forgot was Aaron Ramsey, who's going to go in, piss off, mate. And the only reason for that is because I'm a bitter bastard, and I asked him for a photo, and he looked at me and said, piss off, mate. You can't blame him, can you? See you in a bit.